Skepticism, your shield against manipulation. You open your phone, scroll through your news feed, and there it is, a headline screaming, "Scientists discover the cure for aging." Your heart skips a beat, urging you to click and dive into the details. It feels true. It's written, after all. But hold on, you've been down this road before. Remember when you fell for that miracle weight loss pill or the secret method to make $1 million in a week? Skepticism is your shield against such traps. It doesn't make you a cynic. It teaches you to ask questions and avoid swallowing the bait. Let's break down how this shield works, why it's so crucial, and how to wield it to protect yourself in a world where everyone's after your attention, money, or trust. Why do we believe? Our brains are wired to take shortcuts. Digging into details, reading scientific papers, or fact-checking sources is hard work. It's far easier to trust a catchy headline or a slick video. My friend Pete once fell for an article about a superfood, goji berries. He spent a fortune ordering a kilo, convinced they'd grant him eternal youth. He ate them for a month, but nothing changed, except his wallet, which got noticeably lighter. If Pete had asked, "How are these berries better than regular blueberries?" he'd have found studies showing little difference. Skepticism is about asking questions that save you from wasted money and dashed hopes. Manipulations often hide in emotions. Last year, a video went viral with a scientist claiming vaccines were dangerous. It was polished, charts, ominous music, a dramatic voice. People shared it because it sparked fear. But a skeptic would notice, no name for this scientist, no links to studies, just bold claims. I checked. It was a blogger chasing views, not a scientist. Emotions are powerful weapons. They short-circuit logic. Skepticism helps you regain control by focusing on facts, not feelings. It's like muting a horror movie. Suddenly, it's not so scary, and you see it's just a production. Why are we so quick to believe? Evolution programmed our brains to react to threats and opportunities. Spot a shadow in the woods? Run, it might be a predator. Hear about a miracle pill? Grab it, it could save your life. Today, predators are headlines, and opportunities are ads, but our brains still follow old instincts. Marketers know this. They craft stories that hit your emotions. Buy now or miss out, or this is dangerous, protect yourself. Skepticism is your way of telling your brain, hold up, let's figure this out. It's also about resisting social pressure. When everyone shares a miracle diet, it feels legit. This bandwagon effect tricks us, but a skeptic knows popularity doesn't equal truth. Skepticism in action, real-life examples. Imagine you're in a supermarket. A yogurt's bright packaging boasts super health, boosts immunity. It sounds convincing, so you grab it. But the skeptic in you whispers, where's the proof? You check the ingredients, sugar, dyes, artificial flavors. No miracle bacteria. It's just marketing. Skepticism starts with a simple rule. Don't take claims at face value. Verify them. Life is like that supermarket, full of shiny packages, news, ads, rumors, promising the world but often delivering nothing. Checking that yogurt's label saves you money and disappointment. With news, a flashy headline is the packaging. The truth lies in the fine print you need to read carefully.
Advertising is another trap. I recall an ad for a quote-unquote revolutionary anti-wrinkle cream. A stunning woman claimed it made her look 20 years younger in a month. Tempting, right? But a skeptic asks, where's the evidence? Any studies? Who's this woman? Often she's an actress, and the cream's just overpriced lotion. My aunt bought that cream, spent a fortune, and used it for a month. No change. Had she asked a few questions first, she'd have avoided the scam. Skepticism saves your wallet and your nerves, revealing the plain reality behind the glossy facade. Skepticism shines in everyday life, too. My sister read that coffee was harmful and swore it off. I asked, what's the harm? Where'd you read that? She showed me a blog post. We looked up studies and found moderate coffee consumption benefits the heart and brain. Skepticism let her keep her favorite drink and avoid panic. It's not about arguing, it's about sorting truth from noise. This applies everywhere, from picking groceries to making big decisions like buying a car or investing. Take finances. My neighbor sank money into a game-changing startup app that promised to revolutionize the world. He didn't ask if they had a product or customers. Result? He lost everything. A skeptic would have asked, what's their business plan? Any investor reviews? How do they make money? A quick check could have saved his savings. In a world of endless investment opportunities, skepticism separates real prospects from empty promises. Health is another area where skepticism is vital. My friend Sarah fell for a life coach who promised to transform her destiny in 3 sessions, boosting her physical and mental health. She paid a fortune, but nothing changed. Had she asked, "Where's the proof this works? Does this coach have medical credentials?" she'd have seen he had no reviews or results. Skepticism in health decisions protects not just your money, but your well-being. Spotting fake news. The internet makes manipulation easier. Fake news, doctored photos, and comment bots thrive because we don't always verify. In 2016, a story spread, "The Pope endorses Trump." People shared and debated it. A skeptic would ask, "Where's the source? Is this on the Vatican site?" A quick check revealed it was clickbait fiction. Asking questions is like flipping on a light in a dark room. You see what's real and what's junk. It's not rocket science. It takes a few minutes and a desire to know the truth. A search engine and reputable sources keep you from falling for lies.
I remember a hurricane photo from space that went viral. People were in awe, sharing it widely, but someone noticed it looked like a video game screenshot. A skeptic would ask, "Is this photo real? Where's it from?" A quick check confirmed it was fake, made for hype. Verifying saves you from embarrassment and stops you from spreading fakes. I almost shared a similar news story once, but paused to check. It was photoshopped for clicks. Skepticism is your personal lie detector. Fake news has telltale signs. Sensational headlines like, "Shock! Scientists hide the truth," or "The secret that'll change your life," are red flags. If the headline screams and the article lacks specifics, be wary. Another clue is missing credible sources. If it mentions studies without links or experts without names, it's likely bogus. Skeptics spot these tricks and dodge the bait. Images are another common ploy. A viral photo of a giant spider found in Australia looked terrifying, and people shared it eagerly. A skeptic would ask, "Is this real? Any scientific confirmation?" A check revealed it was photoshopped for viral fame. Now when I see a sensational image, I run it through Google's reverse image search. It takes a minute, but saves you from being fooled. Skepticism in personal and professional life. Skepticism isn't just for news or ads, it's for life. When a coworker says, "I can double your savings in a month," a skeptic doesn't jump in. They ask, "How does it work? What are the risks?" When a friend pushes a proven diet, a skeptic checks for scientific backing. My uncle nearly invested in a future of crypto scheme promising millions. He checked and found it was a pyramid scheme. Skepticism saved his savings. In professional life, skepticism is a must. My colleague got an email from an international company offering a lucrative contract. It sounded great, but he dug deeper. It was a scam to extort registration fees. Had he not asked, "Who are these people? Why use a personal email?" he'd have lost thousands. Skepticism at work means not trusting sweet promises, but verifying contracts, reputations, and facts. Even in small moments, skepticism helps. My neighbor wanted a miracle vacuum that cleans your house for you. The ad promised it'd replace a maid. I suggested checking reviews. Turns out it broke in a month and cost a fortune. A quick check saved her from a bad buy. Skepticism is a flashlight, illuminating the traps hiding in plain sight. In relationships, skepticism is just as useful. When a friend claims they've found the perfect way to fix their life, a skeptic asks, "How does it work in practice?" My friend Emma fell for a coach promising to change her fate in 3 sessions. She paid heavily, but nothing changed. Had she asked for proof of results, she'd have seen the coach had no track record. Skepticism guards against empty promises, even when they sound inspiring.
How to build skepticism. How do you become a skeptic? Start small. See a news story? Check the source. If it's from an obscure site, dig deeper. If it's a study, find the original. If it's an ad, ask who's behind it. I once saw a post about a new way to learn languages in a week. It sounded amazing. But I checked. It was a basic course repackaged with hype. 5 minutes of research and you're no longer a target. It's like brushing your teeth, a simple habit that prevents bigger problems. Skepticism is a muscle. The more you use it, the stronger it gets. Start with basic questions. Who said this? Why? Any proof? Over time, it becomes second nature. You'll spot manipulations where you once nodded along. The best part? You feel freer. No one can fool you. You decide what to believe. It's like learning to drive. Daunting at first, but soon you navigate confidently, fearless of twists and turns. Practice skepticism with intention. Spend 10 minutes daily checking a news story or ad. Pick a headline that grabs you and break it down. Who's the author? Where was it published? Are there links to facts? I once dissected an ad for smart watches claiming to measure blood pressure and sugar. Sounded cool, but a quick search showed no non-invasive device can accurately measure blood sugar. The watches were just a pricey gimmick. These exercises sharpen your skeptical radar. Learn from past mistakes too. Think back to when you fell for a scam or fake news. What hooked you? Why didn't you check? I once bought a miracle shampoo for hair loss. It promised a full mane in a month. My hair kept thinning. Checking the ingredients and reviews would have shown it was ordinary shampoo with fancy marketing. Analyzing slip-ups teaches you to be sharper next time. The trap of authority. Authority is another pitfall. When a celebrity says something, we're inclined to believe it. I saw an Instagram star push detox juices to millions of followers. A skeptic would ask, "Is she a doctor? Any studies on these juices?" Answer, "She's no doctor, and the juices are just sugary water." My friend Emma bought them, drank them for a week, and felt worse. Had she checked, she'd have known detox is a myth. Your body handles it fine. Authority doesn't equal truth. Skepticism focuses on facts, not fame. We often project trust onto authorities. A famous actor endorses a drug, and we think they know best. A skeptic asks, "Where's their medical degree?" My friend bought vitamins because a sports star promoted them, only to find they were standard vitamins at triple the price. Skepticism keeps you from mistaking fame for expertise. Sometimes, authorities leverage their status to push dubious ideas. A popular blogger might sell a financial freedom course promising riches. A skeptic asks, "Where's the proof it works? How many students got rich?" Often, the only one profiting is the blogger. Skepticism draws the line between expertise and marketing.
Skepticism and panic. Skepticism doesn't just fend off scams, it curbs panic. In my town, a rumor spread that a local park's trees would be cut for construction. People were outraged, collecting signatures. I checked and found it was a rumor. The park was getting new trees, not losing them. 5 minutes on Google settled the panic. Skepticism saves your nerves and energy, cutting through baseless uproar. It also avoids pointless arguments. Instead of shouting, "That's not true," you check and know. During crises, panic spreads fastest. In the pandemic, group chats claimed garlic could stop the virus. People bought it by the pound. A skeptic would ask, Any studies showing garlic helps? A check proved it was a myth. Garlic's healthy, but no cure-all. Skepticism keeps you focused on what works, like a compass in a storm of rumors. Uncertainty fuels panic. When people don't know what to believe, they cling to any answer. During an economic dip, rumors flew that our local bank was collapsing. People rushed to withdraw cash. I checked the bank's reports and news. It was a competitor's smear. Skepticism kept my money safe and my head clear. Pitfalls of skepticism. Skepticism isn't about being a know-it-all or arguing with everyone. It's about curiosity. See a news story, post, or ad? Ask, is this true? And check. It's a game. Find the truth in a pile of noise. The more you play, the better you get. But there are pitfalls. Skepticism can tip into cynicism. If you distrust everything, you might miss something vital. My friend Greg got so into debunking that he dismissed even credible sources. During the pandemic, he ignored doctors and scientists, got sick, and regretted it. Skepticism requires balance. Verify, but don't reject facts just because they're inconvenient. Another trap is becoming a smart aleck. Skepticism isn't for showing off or proving everyone wrong. It's for you, not for flaunting. If someone believes nonsense, you don't have to debate them. Check for yourself and move on. Your goal isn't to be right, but to understand. My coworker believed homeopathy cured everything. I didn't argue. I shared a couple of studies. She paused to think, and that was enough. Skepticism is about being wiser, not louder. Over-skepticism can also close you off. My friend Alex was so wary of scams, he rejected a legit programming course thinking it was a ripoff. I checked. It was from a reputable platform with solid reviews. Skepticism shouldn't block opportunities, it should help you pick the right ones. Skepticism in social media. Social media is a minefield. New gurus pop up daily, preaching wealth, happiness, or health. One blogger swore going gluten-free changed his life. Thousands ditched bread. A skeptic would ask, is gluten bad for everyone? Answer, only for those with a rare condition. For most, it's just a fad. Skepticism keeps you from following the herd and thinking for yourself. Social media's echo chamber makes things worse. If your friends share a story, it feels true. But a skeptic knows popularity isn't proof. I saw a miracle diet post get thousands of likes. A quick check showed it was an ad for unproven supplements. Skepticism cuts through the noise of social media to find facts. Algorithms feed you content matching your interests, reinforcing biases. Like a detox post, and you'll see more. I got hooked on digital detox ideas, ditching gadgets for health. But studies showed moderate smartphone use is fine. Skepticism helped me see past the hype and stay grounded.
Skepticism makes you more interesting. Skepticism makes you a better conversationalist. When you dig for truth, you collect stories, how you debunked a fake or uncovered facts. People admire those who see through tricks. It's a superpower, seeing the world clearer than others. My brother once shared how he debunked an alien sighting story. Everyone laughed, then started Googling to avoid their own blunders. Skepticism is contagious, inspiring others to think critically. It also fuels engaging discussions. With facts at your fingertips, you can share insights and spark curiosity. At a party, I explained why microwaves aren't harmful, debunking a common myth. Friends were intrigued and started questioning other scares. Skepticism makes you someone others want to talk to. You don't just parrot opinions, you dig deeper. Skepticism and big decisions. Skepticism shines in small and big decisions. Buying a car? A skeptic reads reviews and checks specs, not just the Car of the Year ad. Investing in a project? A skeptic looks at numbers, not get-rich-quick promises. My uncle nearly fell for a crypto of the future scam. He checked and found it was a pyramid scheme. Skepticism saved his nest egg. Big decisions carry high stakes.
My colleague eyed an apartment in a new complex sold as a dream life at a bargain. I urged her to vet the developer. Turns out they had debts and lawsuits galore. Without that check, she'd have lost millions. Skepticism is insurance against costly mistakes. Skepticism as a way of life. Skepticism isn't just a tool, it's a lifestyle. In a world of daily miracles and sensations, it keeps you grounded. You're not a victim of manipulation because you question. You don't waste money on nonsense because you verify. You don't panic over rumors because you know how to find truth. Above all, you're free. You choose what to believe. Think back, how often have you been hooked? Bought something because everyone's buying. Shared a fake news story. We all slip up, but skepticism reduces those missteps. Next time you see a bold headline or tempting offer, pause. Ask, is this true? Check. You'll be shocked how often grand claims hide empty promises. It's like learning to swim. Scary at first, but soon you're confident in a sea of information. Skepticism isn't about distrusting everyone. It's about trusting yourself, your mind, your ability to reason, your right to question. It's your compass in a world eager to hook you. With it, no manipulation scares you. You decide what's true and what's noise. That's real power, making you the master of your life.
Practical steps to build skepticism. 1. Check the source. If a story or ad sounds too good, find the original. Is it a reputable site, a peer-reviewed study, or a trusted outlet? If not, dig deeper. 2. Demand evidence. Claims a product or method works? Ask for studies, stats, or real reviews. No proof? It's likely a dud. 3. Ask questions. Who's saying this? Why? What's their motive? This reveals if it's worth trusting. 4. Resist emotions. Fear, excitement, anger, these are manipulation tools. If something stirs strong feelings, pause and check facts. 5. Learn from mistakes. Recall when you fell for a scam. What could you have done differently? This sharpens your instincts. 6. Trust but verify. Even reliable sources can err. Spend a minute double-checking. It's worth it. 7. Use trusted resources. For science, check PubMed or Google Scholar. For news, stick to outlets with solid reputations. 8. Practice daily. Make a habit of verifying one story or ad a day. It builds skepticism into your routine. 9. Study manipulation. Learn about cognitive biases like the anchoring effect, trusting the first number you hear, or fear of missing out, pushing impulsive buys. 10. Share knowledge. Tell friends how you spotted a fake or dodged a scam. It reinforces your skepticism and helps others. Skepticism and freedom. Skepticism isn't just a shield, it's a philosophy. It frees you from manipulations, others' opinions, and imposed fears or desires. When you question, you're no longer a puppet. You control your life, your choices, your money. It's not just about avoiding scams, it's about living consciously, eyes wide open, understanding the world around you. In a world of endless miracles, sensations, and gurus, skepticism is your best ally. It doesn't make you a cynic, it makes you wiser. You see the world as it is, not as others want you to see it. That's the greatest gift you can give yourself. Start small. Ask a question. Check. Watch the world shift. You're no longer a target. You're the one in charge.